Imagine waking up every morning knowing that the first meal you eat is actively working to protect your body from one of the most feared diseases in the world, cancer. What if I told you that a simple bowl of food, something you can prepare in minutes, could stack the odds in your favor, whether you're a cancer survivor, a caregiver, or someone who just wants to live a long, healthy life? Would you keep watching to find out what's in that bowl? I bet you would. As a doctor with decades of experience researching human health, I've spent years diving deep into the science of nutrition, cancer prevention, and recovery. Today, I'm sharing a breakfast recipe that one individual claims to have eaten over 900 times, staying cancer-free for 8 years after a stage 3 diagnosis. But this isn't just their story, it's a science-backed approach I've seen transform lives in my practice. In this video, I'll break down the ingredients, share real patient stories, and give you my professional insights on why this meal works. By the end, you'll have a clear, actionable plan to start your own anti-cancer journey. If you're ready to take control of your health, hit that like button, share this video with someone you care about, and subscribe to the channel for more life-changing health tips. Let's dive in. The shocking diagnosis that changed everything. Let me take you back to where this story begins. 8 years ago, an individual, we'll call them Alex for this story, received a devastating diagnosis, stage 3 cancer. Like many, Alex thought they were doing everything right. They ate what they believed was a healthy diet, exercised regularly, and stayed on top of medical checkups. But cancer doesn't always play by the rules. It can strike even the healthiest among us, leaving us questioning everything we thought we knew about our bodies. I've seen this moment countless times in my career. Patients walk into my office, shell-shocked, asking, "Why me? What did I do wrong?" The truth is, cancer is complex, influenced by genetics, environment, and lifestyle. But here's the good news: while we can't control everything, we can control what we put on our plates. Alex realized this after their diagnosis. They didn't want to keep doing the same things and risk a recurrence. They needed a new approach, starting with the most important meal of the day, breakfast. Why breakfast? Because it's your first chance to fuel your body for the day ahead. It sets the tone for your energy, your mood, and your health. Research shows that consistent, nutrient-rich breakfasts can lower inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and even reduce cancer risk. Alex's anti-cancer breakfast became their daily ritual, a small but powerful act of self-care. And today, I'm going to show you how to make it your own. Why food matters in the fight against cancer. Before we get to the recipe, let's talk about why food is such a powerful tool in cancer prevention and recovery. As a researcher, I've pored over thousands of studies, and the evidence is clear: what you eat can influence your body's ability to fight cancer. The American Institute for Cancer Research, AICR, recommends a whole food, plant-based diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. Why? Because these foods are packed with fiber, antioxidants, and phytonutrients that protect your cells, reduce inflammation, and support your immune system. Here's a staggering fact: diets high in fiber can reduce the risk of colorectal cancer by up to 40%. Antioxidants, like those found in berries, can repair DNA damage that leads to cancer. And protein. It's critical for rebuilding tissues after surgery, chemo, or radiation. Yet, in my practice, I see so many patients, especially cancer survivors, who aren't getting enough of these nutrients. They're eating processed foods, skipping meals, or relying on supplements instead of whole foods. That's why Alex's breakfast resonated with me. It's simple, affordable, and backed by science. But let's be real, no single meal is a magic bullet. Cancer is too complex for that. However, small, consistent choices, like eating this breakfast every day, build a foundation of resilience. Over time, these choices add up, giving your body the tools it needs to stay strong. Now, let's break down the ingredients in Alex's anti-cancer breakfast and why they matter. Ingredient number 1, oatmeal, the fiber powerhouse. The base of this breakfast is good old-fashioned oatmeal. Don't let its simplicity fool you, this humble grain is a nutritional superstar. Oats are loaded with dietary fiber, particularly a type called beta-glucan. Beta-glucan is a soluble fiber that does wonders for your body. It lowers LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, improves heart health, and stabilizes blood sugar. Why does this matter for cancer survivors? Here's a surprising statistic: heart disease, not cancer, is the leading cause of death among cancer survivors. Chemo and radiation can take a toll on your cardiovascular system, so protecting your heart is critical. But beta-glucan's benefits go beyond the heart. It supports your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria that play a key role in immunity and inflammation. A healthy gut can lower your risk of cancers like breast and colorectal cancer. In my practice, I've seen patients transform their health by adding oatmeal to their diets. Take Sarah, a 52-year-old breast cancer survivor. After her treatment, she struggled with fatigue and digestive issues. I recommended she start her day with oatmeal topped with fruit. Within weeks, her energy improved, and her digestion stabilized. "It's like my body finally had the fuel it needed," she told me. That's the power of fiber. Ingredient number 2, protein powder, the recovery booster. Next up is protein, and this one might surprise you. When we talk about cancer prevention, we often focus on plants, fruits, vegetables, grains. But protein is just as important, especially for cancer survivors. After treatment, your body is in repair mode. Surgery, chemo, and radiation can deplete muscle mass, weaken your immune system, and slow healing. Protein is the building block your body needs to recover. Here's the problem: most people in North America aren't getting enough protein. The average adult needs about 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, but cancer survivors may need up to 1.2 to 2.0 grams. That's a big gap. In my practice, I've worked with patients like Maria, a 45-year-old lymphoma survivor. Maria was exhausted and losing muscle mass after chemo. When we optimized her protein intake, she started feeling stronger, had less joint pain, and even regained some of her pre-cancer vitality. So, why protein powder? I know some people are skeptical about supplements, and I get it. Whole foods are always best. But for cancer survivors, appetite can be a challenge. Chemo can dull your taste buds, and protein-rich foods like meat or eggs aren't always appealing. That's where a high-quality protein powder comes in. Alex used a trusted brand, and I recommend the same to my patients. Look for powders with minimal additives. Pea, hemp, or whey protein are great options. Adding a scoop to your oatmeal keeps you full, stabilizes blood sugar, and supports muscle repair. Ingredient number 3, raspberries, the antioxidant all-stars. Now, let's add a pop of color with raspberries. These tiny berries are a nutritional powerhouse, packed with fiber, vitamin C, and anthocyanins, the compounds that give them their vibrant red color. Vitamin C is a natural antioxidant that protects your cells from damage. Anthocyanins reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which can fuel cancer growth. 1 cup of raspberries has about 8 grams of fiber, nearly a third of your daily needs. This fiber feeds your gut bacteria, which produce short-chain fatty acids that lower inflammation and protect against cancer. Plus, raspberries taste amazing, sweet, tart, and juicy. They elevate the whole bowl. If fresh raspberries are too expensive or out of season, frozen ones work just as well. In fact, frozen berries often retain more nutrients because they're picked at peak ripeness. You can also swap raspberries for blueberries or blackberries, but raspberries have a slight edge in fiber and antioxidants. Let me share a story from my practice. John, a 60-year-old prostate cancer survivor, was skeptical when I suggested adding berries to his diet. "I'm not a fruit guy," he said. But he gave it a try, adding raspberries to his morning oatmeal. A few months later, his blood work showed lower inflammation markers, and he felt more energized. "I didn't think something so small could make such a big difference," he admitted. That's the beauty of this breakfast, it's simple but impactful. Ingredient number 4, bran flakes, the crunch factor. Finally, we have bran flakes. This might seem like an odd choice, but hear me out. Bran is the outer layer of the grain, and it's loaded with insoluble fiber, the kind that keeps your digestive system moving. After cancer treatment, many patients struggle with constipation due to chemo, radiation, or medications. Bran flakes help keep things regular, which is crucial for detoxifying your body. But it's not just about digestion. High-fiber diets are linked to lower risks of breast, colorectal, and prostate cancers. A 2019 study in The Lancet found that every 10 grams of daily fiber reduces colorectal cancer risk by 10%. Bran flakes add crunch and texture to the bowl, making it more satisfying. Plus, they're affordable and easy to find. The science behind the bowl. Let's zoom out for a moment. Why does this breakfast work? It's not just about the individual ingredients, it's how they work together. The oatmeal provides sustained energy and gut health. The protein powder supports recovery and strength. The raspberries deliver antioxidants and flavor. The bran flakes add fiber and crunch. Together, they create a nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory meal that fits perfectly into the AICR's New American Plate model. Studies back this up. A 2020 meta-analysis in cancer research found that plant-based diets reduce cancer recurrence by up to 30%. Antioxidants in berries protect DNA from damage, while fiber lowers inflammation and sweeps toxins from your body. Protein supports immune function and muscle repair. This breakfast isn't a cure, but it's a powerful tool to build resilience. To bring this to life, let me share another story from my practice. Lisa was a 38-year-old mother of 2 when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. After surgery and chemo, she felt like a shadow of herself, tired, weak, and overwhelmed. She came to me desperate for a way to reclaim her health. I introduced her to a version of this anti-cancer breakfast: oatmeal with protein powder, mixed berries, and a sprinkle of bran. At first, Lisa was hesitant. "I don't have time to cook," she said. But I showed her how to prep the meal the night before using a mason jar. Just add the ingredients, mix with water or milk, and refrigerate. By morning, it's ready to eat. Lisa started eating this breakfast daily, and within a month, she noticed changes. Her energy returned, her digestion improved, and she felt more in control of her health. "It's like I'm doing something good for myself every day," she told me. 2 years later, Lisa is thriving. She's back to running, playing with her kids, and feeling stronger than ever. Her story isn't unique. I've seen this breakfast work for dozens of patients. It's not a miracle, but it's a consistent, science-backed choice that adds up over time. Why this breakfast matters. As a doctor, I've spent my career studying how lifestyle impacts health. I've seen fads come and go: keto, paleo, juice cleanses. But this anti-cancer breakfast isn't a fad. It's grounded in decades of research and real-world results. What I love about it is its simplicity. You don't need exotic ingredients or hours in the kitchen. It's affordable, accessible, and adaptable. But here's my take: this breakfast is about more than food. It's a ritual of empowerment. When you're facing cancer, or even just the fear of it, life can feel out of control. Doctor's appointments, scans, and treatments can leave you feeling powerless. But choosing to start your day with a meal that nourishes your body, that's a decision you can make every day. It's a small act of defiance against disease, a way to say, "I'm fighting back." In my opinion, the real magic of this breakfast is consistency. One bowl won't change your life, but 900 bowls might. It's about showing up for yourself, day after day, and trusting that small choices lead to big results. So, there you are, standing in your kitchen tomorrow morning. Will you reach for the sugary cereal or start your day with an anti-cancer breakfast? The choice is yours, but I hope this video has shown you how powerful that choice can be. Whether you're a cancer survivor, a caregiver, or just someone who wants to live healthier, this breakfast is a simple, science-backed way to stack the odds in your favor. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to the channel for more health tips. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Your health is worth it, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Let's keep the next chapter of your story cancer-free.